Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back at long last to PA's Perpetual Testing. Yeah, I spent a bit too much time not recording PA's Perpetual Testing and simply kinda letting it slide regrettably, which, honestly, not my best move of all time. Let's just put that right on the table there. Now, as it so happens, I, despite having not recorded PA's Perpetual Testing for a considerable amount of time now, do think I'm going to... Oh my god. I've just got to focus on this test for a second, folks. Hold on. Alright, so this is Sidewinder by Solid Jim. I figured this out before. I've just got to get it sussed out again. What I think it is... Yeah, what I'm certain it is. Alright. First things first, I'm going to have to go up to the top level here. There we are, just right up there. And then... place a portal right over there. Easy enough to get back over to. Great, okay. We need to get this bounce gel down to the lower floor so we can get to the exit. However, this is a bit, troublesome considering the fact that we are having a bit of trouble actually moving this gel. However, there is another way around this. If we place our portals like so we capture that gel and then we just start moving with it, we're actually able to keep a fair amount of gel contained within this little stream here. Now, if I actually go downstairs, just about here, and then I place my orange portal here, I should catch at least some bounce gel, and I do mean just barely some, in this field here. Then if I let that stuff go before it hits the ground, I should have just enough bounce to get up to the top. Now, this is not the difficult part of the test. The difficult part of this test lies in the fact that this test has two different incarnations. Incarnations? I might be using the wrong word there. Anyway, the point is, this test I was able to solve before. Sidewinder 2, the test we're about to look at, I was unable to solve. So let's move forward and I'll give you a bit more details on it. Alrighty, so this is Sidewinder Part 2, also by Solid Jim, naturally. He made the first one, he's making the second. Now, the puzzle here lies in the fact that I need to find a way. You remember how we took it through before? We let it fall, we caught it. That is no longer an option in this part here. No, in fact, that's distinctly not an option. Now, what I thought I had to do, for some reason, was actually grab some of the gel and then send it along the path I'd used before, and then have it fall at the perfect angle to get through there and be caught. However, if I can stop falling, this is actually, as told by Jim, not the case. And in fact, he let slip that I'm not supposed to be using this for any other reason than my own traversal, if that. It is definitely not supposed to be used for the gel. So I need to figure out a way that I can get all this fun jazz all sorted out. And I'm wondering, because obviously if I'm going to be sending if I'm going to be sending some gel over there, because this gel just comes out in a single blob in this test chamber, if I'm going to be needing to send the gel through here, then I need a portal over there. The problem with this lies in the fact that obviously this portal is behind grating. I'm unable to get past it on my own, which means it's going to have to just be an area for the cube, or not the cube, but the gel and the excursion funnel to go through. Now, if there was some way that I could actually get up, like so. But that doesn't really work, and here's why. I'm going to show you why this isn't working, because my initial thoughts on this test chamber is, well, I keep my orange portal down there, and then just come in, put my blue one up there, then it travels through, and that's fine. The only problem is, this test chamber is very slightly different from the last one. In the last test chamber, this flipped over and became inaccessible when this was on. In this test chamber, that becomes, inaccessible the moment that the first piece of gel spawns. So I need to figure out a way to keep that gel in the funnel long enough that I can place a second funnel down near the bottom and catch that gel with it. Because if you'll just watch as I do this. There, I catch it, and I have approximately 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, about 4 seconds before it hits the end and, you know, ruins my chances there. So I'm thinking, or one thing that I discovered that I was able to do is I can actually hold this there. That's, I mean, it's something at the very least. Then, let's say I jump and place my orange portal there. Well, I'll have to place my blue portal back over there after that falls through, and I still only have 4 seconds. But, on the other hand, oh no, well there goes the gel. That didn't really work out too well, did it? Nope. I wonder though, could the puzzle involve my bouncing to get me ahead forward faster? Possible. Maybe, you know, like, bounce gel down there. No, but the bounce gel would send me back upwards if I'm not mistaken, so that doesn't really seem to be a viable option either. Gotta place my orange portal back up there just so I can get back up top. Where is the solution here? While I'm just looking through the test chamber, I'd like to just really quickly thank the guys that came out for the stream the other day. We streamed for a couple of hours. It was just good fun. Everybody had a good time so far as I know. Gave out a... Actually, we did actually give out a couple of games, didn't we? I keep forgetting that happened. But yeah, no, we gave out a couple of games on Steam, which was pretty nice. Not something I really planned, but I had a couple extra copies hanging around, and you know, why keep them? Really no reason to just have that stuff chilling out. So now, I mean, I have my orange portal there, but even if I drop like that, the fact that I have to place my orange portal in that manner kinda puts a damper on the whole situation. Maybe if there was some way for me to travel through this with whatever I'm doing, but that doesn't seem as likely either. I mean, what happens if I start to do that little weird double portal nonsense with gel there? Oh, well that didn't work at all, did it? No, I mean, what if I placed my blue portal, like, there, and my orange portal about... Let's move that. As close to the blue as I can get it. So the portal basically doubles up. Is that about as close as I can get it? Okay, so that's about as close as I can get it. I've gotten them closer in the past, I'm just not quite sure how I did it. But, let's say I keep it like that, then. Jim did tell me that the secret to this test chamber was figuring out... I'm an idiot. I'm a complete, utter idiot. How did I not figure this out sooner? Don't you just love those moments of epiphany, folks? Those moments when you just figure out that something that you were doing just ain't right. Or isn't right, if you don't like using the word ain't. It's not one that I usually commit to my vocabulary, but in this case, I think it's worthy of an ain't. Oh my god, this is... I did something spectacularly dumb here, folks. I mean, this is simple in retrospect, and it always is in retrospect. It's just at the time that it doesn't make any sense. So if we place my blue portal there and my orange portal there, I'll create an infinite feedback loop for this gel. It's going to continue flying through this portal until it eventually gets to the end, which means all I'm going to have to replace at the very end is my blue portal. And the only situation where that wouldn't bring the gel, because let's get out of the light here really quickly so I can see my portals in the distance. Because the orange one is the one that the gel is going to be coming through, the blue one's the one that's dropping through. But the only situation in which that would break is if it were basically half into the blue portal at the time when I cut the blue portal off. At that point it would actually just cut the gel in half, just about. Oh, let's get rid of that too. It would basically cut the gel in half and make it pretty much impassable. I'm gonna need a bit of momentum for this, aren't I? Oh, don't tell me I put it too far away. That would suck. Maybe. Oh, no, that didn't seem to work. Alright. You know what? This is easy enough. I'll just head right back up to the top, do it one more time. I'll see you guys when I complete this test chamber, because damn, that's really embarrassing that took me so long to figure out. And the reason this trick works while we're just getting this final piece of gel into place is because when an item is moving through a funnel, it'll always act on the direction of the most recent funnel impacted, which is why funnels that are very nearly overlapping can actually work in the way you would expect them to. So if an item starts coming down, let's say there's a funnel going right here and a funnel going down here. If it's going through the right funnel and then it hits the down funnel will start going. But if the down funnel is deactivated and if it's going through the right funnel, and then you activate the down funnel as the item passes, the item will start traveling down immediately. Or even if it started traveling down and then it hits the right one, it'll go through the right immediately. It's just whichever one was activated most recently. Which, actually, that's pretty clever. Apparently Jim found this while he was trying to bug test the level and kind of called it an unintended exploit, which is why the panel, now flips as it does. Because if it were to flip any other way, then it really wouldn't be possible to solve in the way he wanted you to. Granted, I mean, it'd still be perfectly possible to get some other way, but this is the only way it works as is. Anyway, I think we got a time for one more test chamber today. And after all, why not make it a bit of a longer episode, if nothing else, simply because we're coming back after a bit of a long break, aren't we? Yeah. Anyway, on to the next test chamber. And you know what? I take back what I said earlier. We're going to do 2 more, because this one won't actually take me as long as it has for some other test chambers. This is Light the Way by SevenSilhouette, a map which, admittedly, I've already completed. Truth be told, I tried to record PA's Perpetual Testing a couple times before this, each time with different computer issues or different life issues that kept me from editing it or kept me from doing much with it. But overall, just these maps were fairly tricky to figure out, and I think I'd be remiss if I were to just not mention them at all, especially considering I actually quite liked the solution for this map when everything was said and done. Now, the trick to this map, and the trick that I think was really cool, is that a cube, since it does retain its orientation somewhat through funnels, actually goes a bit funny when you throw it through a funnel in this way. And the way that this device that he has working is also earlier, when I first attempted this test chamber, I tried to place portals near the edge there, have that fire towards the portal and have another portal up top right equal with that, and that just kind of gradually move that portal to just lever this thing up little bit by little bit, but that didn't really work out too well, especially considering the fact that eventually it was just pointed that way, which means I had to get up there if I was going to do this, and I couldn't get up there because of how the laser was blocking me, and because of how I would throw off the cube itself. So, now for the final part of the chamber. It is just a jumping puzzle, and as I do love to see, the jumping puzzle is not deadly. There is not the ultimate penalty for failure there. And honestly, I really like the little mechanic he has where what's happening with that laser funnel, in case you weren't quite catching it. It's pretty simple, but just for anyone who was kind of wondering what was happening there, the cube is drawn upwards towards this. When this little laser node is activated, by the cube no less, you have to, or the cube, which you have to do by dropping it down this area by holding it through a grate. And you know what I did because I just did it. But that laser activates the the excursion funnel, reversing its direction, reversing its polarity, and having it push the cube slightly out of the way of the laser reception grid. Now, this slight push is just enough to send it so it's going to be back on the other side of the activation of the laser. So, if the laser is activated again, it'll just keep hopping up and down as it did. And this also creates a little flickering platform that we actually use to get out, which I thought was pretty clever. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, I think that that's going to be it for this one. It was a very cool map. But trust me when I say that this thing took me a shitload of time the first time I went through it, and I only got it by accident. So, yeah. Anyway, on to the next and last test chamber for today. Today's final test chamber is Live Together, Die Alone by AllisonByProxy. Now, truth be told, Allison actually sent me a couple maps for today's episode, but the other map that she sent me, I had actually already played back in episode 24 of all things, over 100 episodes ago by this point. Absolute insanity, I tell you what. So, naturally, since that was already all taken care of and we'd got everything sorted out, I figured I might as well give a look at the other one to see what I can find out. So, for this first test chamber, it appears we have a portable surface over there of some sort. We have a button that will activate a timed unknown over there. And we have a cube. Is water deep enough that the cube will die? I'm assuming so. Yep. But she's included a cube redispenser, so points on that. But this test is completely and totally deadly. Granted, I actually think... oh, shit. Now, let me just clarify that I think that this is one of the few situations where it is truly okay-ish to have a deadly test. It's obvious that she wants you to use some method to get over there that I'm not... oh, it's supposed to be... no, it's not the hard light bridge. Damn, what is it? Let's go back, see if I can't find something else in another part of the test chamber. But it's obvious that, you know, that's not really going to be working out. And I can just go through here, can't I? Yeah, the cube's right over there. So what would happen if I tossed the cube over here? Then use that to step on the button and use that for the... that's so much easier, I cannot even believe it. Alright, so it's going to be an order of events test chamber then. Regrettably, I did break the music. Portal 2 still has that bug. Where if you... oh, finally, my tossing skills are put to the test. Oh, shit. I'm going to lose a couple of cubes here, aren't I? Yep. Alright. Yeah, okay. My tossing is very, very rusty by this point. Oh, so close. What was I saying, even? Oh, dear. I always hate it when I do that. Forget completely what I was saying before I began talking about whatever it is I'm going on about. Quick note, I think it would be possible to get stuck in this test chamber. If the cube were to go up there, there is no forcible redispense for it, so you would be unable to reach it without saving your game again and reloading the game. So just something to keep in mind is that the incompetence of a player such as myself can be truly, truly astounding, and it is always best to assume that they can get cubes stuck in unfortunate places regardless of circumstance. So as soon as I can actually manage to land this toss, which I'm having no luck with at the moment, we'll be able to continue. Oh, come on. So close that time. Getting a little bit closer. So while I'm just struggling on this, some commentary about what's been going on lately with PA. Obviously, we did have the stream the other day, and that was great fun. We played through Castle Crashers, got through about the first hour and a half of Dark Souls, though not really, conventionally. We kind of chilled out, had some fun, and I showed some folks on the stream that I am capable of an evil laugh, which is always fun to do. Alright, which I'll probably be uploading as some sort of highlight as soon as I can find the time to do so. Alright, so what do I need to do here? I need to get to that button, but for what purpose? I'm assuming a timed activation of some sort. Uh-oh. Wait, what now? What is this even supposed to be for? So what was that activating? It becomes a panel that I'm able to use a portal on. I've got a square there. Ah, I see, said the blind man. So wait, if I kept my cube on that button, would I be able to get through? I think I would, actually. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Solid. Now, I should just be able to get through this way, and that cube is going to spaz out its button a bit, but I think we should be fine. Wait, is it off the button now? Did it just... Oh, whatever. We can figure it out later. It's fine. The point is, the important point is, that the game just had a significant amount of lag for a brief moment. That's actually really disconcerting. Portal normally doesn't lag that much. Okay, so this door is closed. Wait. Wait, what? It's... Oh, I broke a button. I broke a button. That's not good. That's not good at all. I'm gonna have to quick load. Oh dear. Note to self. Possible to break test chamber. Stop doing that. Alright. So yeah, just stream was very fun. As for things I've been playing in my free time, I've been sinking a lot of time into Pokemon Y, trying to build up a team that will be capable of competing with some coworkers of mine who have thrown down the metaphorical gauntlet, as it were, issuing the challenge. Then again, the challenge was actually thrown over the fact that I actually believe that individual and effort values to be useful when creating a team, and the other person does not. So I don't anticipate a particularly difficult battle. That said, I mean, it couldn't hurt to be cautious, right? Right. Now, let's see here. If I just... Let me just try activating this really quickly. I can just save here. Easy enough. Let's save. And let's just try to push forward with it as is. Oh, crap. Gotta put it slightly over. Okay, now... Blue... Orange... Oh, and I had it too! Okay, so I just need to go faster. Easy enough. Oh, I'm also going to need to... Is that cube stuck now? No, no it's not. Blue portal there. Orange portal here. Easy. Alright. I was afraid that if I removed the cube from the button it would open the door, but that is the situation I was in the first place without the cube, so not having the cube really could not possibly be a detriment to me in this case. Alright, so now just, I just think I've gotta run it down. I'm pretty sure I can do so, given what I've already done. In fact, I'm pretty sure that doing so should be fairly simple with the right setup. Oh. Right. Blue portal, orange portal, then grab this and leave. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm stuck in a wall. I'm stuck in a... Whoa! Oh shit. Do I even need that part of the thing? Do I even need that button? I'm not entirely certain that I do. Hold on. Blue portal here. Orange portal here. Let's try doing this untimed and see if I can suss it out that way. There we are. Then I can just... Portal. Portal. I heard a thing activate. But at the same time, I mean... I made it up. That's it, isn't it? I solved it? I'm pretty sure I have to bring the companion cube with me, though. I mean, the name of the test was Live Together, Die Alone, so I'm assuming that I'm going to have to live together with the cube. Now, oh, once I enter this test chamber, there's no return, is there? Ah, and there's where the cube's gonna go when all's said and done. Got it! So... No getting out until I find that sphere, is that it? Well, that should be simple enough, especially because this is what's about to dispense it. Yeah! Alright, first jump, managed to grab it, not bad. Also, laser will activate, maybe? Hold on a sec. Let me test this. What does this activate? Oh, right, that was the ball dispensing. I'm not a clever man. And that is a laser reception portal that is right next to this. Yes, it is. Oh, dear. Okay, so what does that do then? Laser reception portal activates... okay, here we go. Yeah, the corners are always a bit fuzzy with these, but it goes up and then it goes right and opens this door where I put a cube. Alright, sure, why not? Let's take the ball upstairs, since I'm pretty sure I was supposed to do that at some point to be able to get my cube into another test chamber. No, I was not. But now I have a hard light bridge, and there's a tool I can use. Yeah, there we go. Except for the part where I can't use it. Oh, maybe I should just bring the ball downstairs, activate it briefly? No, that doesn't really work. What if I dropped the ball as I was getting near the top and then jumped up? I think that would work, and I'd be able to use a hard light bridge. Oh, but what's this? There's an entire other section to the test chamber. Laser redirection, naturally. Alright, let's give it a shot then, shall we? I'm going to need to fire it through these two and that one. Or the other way around. It appears to just be a diagonal laser, so let's just... Okay. I should just be able to reorient this slightly. Oh, it's about to hit itself, isn't it? No, it's not, apparently. I am not entirely sure that should be working as it is, but we'll roll with it. We'll say that that's okay. And I'm going to follow this laser through. This laser cube, rather. So, let's just activate that, which would allow us to place a cube. What does this activate, by the way? Oh, steps. Yeah, that's going to be necessary. Okay. So I place a cube here once I've gotten a cube through. Which allows me to use a hard light bridge to presumably get across? Somehow? Yeah. Hard light bridge there, hard light bridge there allows me to get across without issue. And then I'll have to come back across, grab the cube, which I need to get down from up there through use of the sphere. Because I'm going to need to place the cube on this elevator before I leave the upper area. Oh, how could I have missed that before? Rather silly of me to miss it, to be honest. Oh, I did the bug where it broke. Okay. So, cube has to stay up here. On there we go. Then we take this sphere, and we avoid breaking things with it. But, what we do use it for, oh, we've got to reorient our laser cube here, is opening that, which briefly deactivated. I can only assume the cube was getting settled. There we are. Hard light bridge. First one's going to be here, as previously mentioned. Got a quick save, because for some reason the floor is deadly here. Orange portal there. Blue portal there, orange portal here, allowing me to get back across to the other side. Oh, I need to... Yeah, I need to reactivate this to get my cube out first. That is not very nice. Why would you turn off on me? Oh. Tried to give it a bit of a nudge there. Didn't quite work out. But yeah. Oh, and I'm quite excited to say, on another note, that PA's Perpetual Testing and the solo LPs are not going to be the only things going up on the channel in the next couple of, I want to say, weeks. Because we're probably not going to release all this at once, but I do have some collaborative works in the pipe. Hopefully in the near future. But obviously timing and problems and personal lives and schedules means that it's pretty much anyone's game. But overall, okay, so Live Together, Die Alone, pretty good test chamber. Don't know why it says it's by unknown. It's by the AllisonByProxy, the person whose name I said at the beginning of the test chamber. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, just for today anyway. Again, sorry for the lack of episodes lately, folks, but you know, if I have to find an excuse, I'll just say, you know, I just uploaded what my channel, well, not what my channel, what my video manager says is my 300th video. And obviously that counts anything that's not available to the public or just hidden or anything like that. So, you know, slightly less than 300 on the channel right now, but we're getting there. So if I had to make an excuse, that is it. But the real excuse is just I screwed up and didn't have much time. Anyway, look forward to the BioShock DLC, the BioShock Infinite DLC, since I just downloaded that earlier. We're going to be uploading that on the channel pretty soon here. And as always, this has been PA, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another episode of Perpetual Testing. Bye!